Well, lo and behold, I wake up this morning, get ready for work, hop in the car, drive to work, and before I start my shift, I pull out my phone to check the YouTube Studio app, like I usually do, to see how the video's doing, to see if you guys are enjoying it. And to my surprise, what would you know? I did not cover Game 72 out of 82 for the Winnipeg Jets 2022-2023 campaign because I forgot to. And they actually won tonight, which is crazy. So you're getting this video courtesy of some old footage I recorded a couple weeks ago of the Moose playing the Abbotsford Canucks. So enjoy that. And let's talk about that really bad game outside of a good 20 minutes in the first period. That was that 2-1 win over the Arizona Coyotes yesterday. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. Let's talk about this because I did not like that game. And it's really funny because if you'd asked me how I was feeling at the end of that first period, I was doing backflips. I was so excited. Ehlers gets a great goal on a breakaway, misses the first opportunity, gets the rebound, and buries it 1-0 early. And then before that period is over, it is 2-0 courtesy to a shorthanded goal from Morgan Barron on a 2-on-1 with Adam Lowry. Great sauce pass. Adam Lowry buries it. That's a new career high in goals scored shorthanded for Adam Lowry, as well as a career high in shorthanded points for Morgan Barron. So things are looking really good for the Jets at the end of that first period. They're awake, they're mobile, they're scoring goals finally. And I did not like the way that this game, things were leading up to into this game. The lines were the exact same. The power play, courtesy of reports on the morning skate, was just abysmal, that they couldn't score for hours, it felt like, on that power play in the morning. And it was just did not look like things were going to be going well for the Winnipeg Jets. But lo and behold, that first period starts up and they come out to play. They get a commanding 2-0 lead. They're playing really good hockey. And then what do? They win the game, but they piss away that good hockey for the next 40 minutes. The second period, Arizona gets their only goal of the game, brings things pretty close, 2-1, and is a score there. And I'm thinking, okay, how much longer until the Jets finally blow this? That's really how it felt. But they didn't. They didn't blow it, thank God. But that didn't mean that they didn't blow their performance, in my opinion. This was the game that the Jets finally could have really run away with, finally got out of the slump, finally scored some legit goals, finally just put together a complete 60-minute performance against a pretty mediocre team. No offense to the Arizona Coyotes, even though they've been playing well, at least lately, to finally get some momentum and, bring things in. You got 10 games left. Calgary is just refusing to win hockey games, so that's the only reason the Jets are even in the playoffs at this point. So thank you to the Calgary Flames for being absolutely pieces of shit when it comes to playing hockey, because my God, you guys are terrible. And Nashville is absolutely collapsing, which, some experts predicted, some didn't, and thankfully that is happening because, the Jets have found themselves in a very lucky predicament. If they kept losing and Calgary was winning these games that they should have been winning, they're out of the playoffs already, but they won this game against the Coyotes, and that's important. You got some good performances from the top 6 and the bottom 6, but again, all within 20 minutes in that first period. Like, this game did not get progressively better. It got progressively worse. And that is going to be a huge problem going forward for the Jets if they want to have any legit success at, really returning this season around. Like, look, I know that when they lost the 7 games in a row going into the first round match against the Edmonton Oilers in the Canadian Division that year, I know that they swept and won. But look what happened the next series in round 2. Look at what happened with the Habs. Do you really want a repeat of that? I don't want to watch this team have a, okay first round performance just to get their shit kicked out of them again. And then what? We're going to run it back again because we made it out of the first round? That's not what this team needs. Again, I just don't know what the Jets are going to do, what situation they find themselves in. Like, Cheveldayoff has really backed himself into a corner now because, you've said this team can compete, but we're not seeing it. And last night, again, I'm not going to praise this team for playing a good 20 minutes of hockey. And it was a great damn 20 minutes of hockey. Don't get me wrong. I was so happy to finally just enjoy the Jets playing good hockey again. But my God, things are not going to be getting better unless they can finally play a full 60 minutes. And if you can't play a full 60 minutes against the Arizona Coyotes, then ladies and gentlemen, things are not getting better for you. They're getting probably worse. So yeah, they win. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, we get the 2 points and we still maintain that 8th spot in the West. But, barely. Just barely. Calgary is playing like crap. Nashville is tanking now. Thank God that they finally are tanking at this point. But with 10 games left, the Jets need to not only put some distance in the standings and really, maybe a couple more wins here, really solidify themselves as that 8th spot now, but they need to solidify this team again. They need to get some confidence again. They need to get this team firing on all cylinders again, and they need to get things rolling. Cole Perfetti should be back within, I would imagine, a couple weeks. I would really like to see him getting in before the playoffs, because I think, getting him up to playoff speed is going to be important. But again, that's a big injury, and I don't want him to rush it to come back into the playoffs and just get injured again. Like, the Jets are in such a uncomfortable predicament that they have found themselves in, where they were first in the Central and now being barely a playoff team in the West. In the West, let me remind you, a terrible West. It's tough. Thank God they won. They played a great first period. I got some entertaining hockey out of it, but, I want to see more from this team still. I really do, and I'm not going to come out and high praise and say that we're good, because this team is still the definition of insanity. They're still rolling back the exact same thing night in and night out, expecting different results. Last night they got a different result, but let's be real, they didn't really get a different result on the ice. They just got a different result on the scoreboard because they played a weak team, and they finally didn't get Vejmelka, or whatever the hell the saying is. Vejmelka was finally being against the Winnipeg Jets. We were able to finally score. Won, we get the 2 points. But yeah, I'm still not confident in this team. Lots to improve on. But again, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. As always, are you as cynical about this team as I am? Let me know down. I always love reading your comments down in the comment section, guys. It really does mean a lot to me to show support, as always. If it's your first time checking out the video, definitely drop me a like and subscribe. Usually I don't make these videos in my car on my break, but that's just the way things went today. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. This isn't even a video game. I hope you enjoyed that live footage of some potential future Winnipeg Jets playing out in Abbotsford. And peace, love, and positivity as always. Have a great rest of your day. Go Jets, go! And I will see you guys in the next one.